Welcome to the Spy Collection. This is Anastasios and today's artifact comes from the Vietnam War era. It's this one. Those are called blood chits and are used in a different form even to this day. For the United States, the history of blood chits started during World War II when members of the Flying Tigers were shot down over Chinese territory. One of the lessons learned was that they must have some sort of identification document that could help them convince the locals to assist in their escape and invasion efforts. This is how this was created, and not only for pilots, but also for anyone operating behind enemy lines. Originally, it was made out of silk and sewn in the clothes of the operative. For pilots, that was in their jackets. Here is a far more recent example. As it says, "My blood chit sewn into the liner of my flight jacket, just in case I ever got shot down. I remember picking it up in Incirlik down in the alley back in the 1990s. Incirlik refers to a Turkish air base used by both Turkish and United States forces. Now the word chit comes from the British and it means an official note. And just like the escape and invasion map we have seen in a previous episode, this one was originally created by silk since it was deemed the most durable and easily concealable material at the time. It was printed with a method called lithography. So the purpose of the blood chit is to allow some basic communication with the locals. This is why it has the same message in all potential languages that people speak around those regions, as well as a reward in case they help the person that carries it. On the top we can find the English version, and as you read it says, "I'm a citizen of the United States of America. Misfortune forces me to seek your assistance in obtaining food, shelter and protection. Please take me to someone who will provide for my safety and see that I'm returned to my people. My government will reward you." But why do we have this in the Spy Collection? On the bottom we can see that those were printed on silk by an organization known as the Aeronautical Chart Information Centre, based in St. Louis, Missouri, and operated by the United States Air Force. Eventually, this became part of what we know today as the United States National Geospatial-intelligence Agency, or NGA. But this is not the only reason. In the CIA's museum, you can read that blood chits are carried to request aid from people in enemy territory. An unspecified reward is promised to anyone helping the person to safety. This blood chit is made of waterproof Tyvek for use in Afghanistan. That also shows you one of the many changes that happened throughout time, from silk to Tyvek. And we even have a report from award-winning journalist Toby Harnden, the author of the book First Casualty, the Untold Story of the CIA Mission to Avenge 9/11. His tweet says that CIA Team Alpha members carried no identification apart from a silk blood chit offering a reward to anyone who might help him. In Pashto, Dari, Uzbek, Farsi and Urdu it stated, "I'm an American and do not speak your language. I will not harm you. I bear no malice." The one we have here in the Spy Collection is from the Vietnam era, where CIA operatives were carrying them for the same reason. Here are some hints to see that it's from that era. Of course, we have the date of this version, which was April 1961, and the day it was lithographed, which was April 1963. But two bigger clues are, first, that the flag has 50 stars, which is something that US President Eisenhower did on August 21st, 1959 with Executive Order 10834, and it also refers to what we call today as Simplified Chinese as Modern Chinese. This is another change that happened in the 50s. The valid blood chits are highly controlled items, and you'll almost never see a recent one in public view, since they could provide adversaries of a nation with a serious advantage. As you can see here, even in Vietnam, they had unique identifiers. That was both to be able to authenticate their validity in case a local brought them in, as well as to protect the system from abuse, such as fraudulent use, counterfeiting, and other potential threats. This simple item could help an operative escape and evade in case of a crisis. Of course, it's not the only tool available, but it's a very convenient and easily concealable spy gadget that can save someone's life. As always, nothing is as it seems.